fact, what we're looking at here is a premium model Mustang Mach-E with the first edition package on it. So let's look at that exterior styling cues. That broad stance, the rear haunches, the steep roof line, so distinctive, and including the tri-bar tail lamps at the rear of the vehicle. The lines of this all-new, all-electric Mustang are unmistakable. And by Ford standards, we just don't put the pony on anything. Remember, we have some really long-standing requirements for something to be a pony and to be an addition to the family. So it's wearing the badge and must have the heart and soul of a Mustang. So let's talk about what's powering this vehicle. So let's take a look at the Mustang Mach-E Premium offer, which first and foremost, we give the customers the ability to choose what powertrain and drivetrain option they want. So you get to choose between rear-wheel drive or electric all-wheel drive, and then they get to choose the battery pack, which is standard or extended range. But whichever they choose, the all-electric heartbeat delivers thrills behind the wheel. Now, in this example, we've paired the first edition Premium Mustang Mach-E with an electric all-wheel drive and the extended range battery. Now, the Premium Mustang Mach-E gets you from 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. That's all thankful for the all-electric heartbeat that comes with it, meaning this vehicle reacts in 1/10 of a second. That's quicker than the blink of an eye, and in less than half of a second you achieve max 428 foot-pounds of torque. And the real magic happens when the power hits the pavement, thanks to the electric all-wheel drive system, which uses the full power of both the front and the rear axle to provide that impressive acceleration and responsive handling. So in my opinion, without a doubt, this vehicle is fun to drive. But Derek can tell you the real interesting facts about what made this a Mustang from the soul.
Absolutely,
Darren?
Lisa. Now, we knew this had to be special, so we brought in the same team that tuned the Mustang Coupe, and we let them loose on our brand new state-of-the-art racing simulator. Now, the underbody was just so solid with that battery there, so we needed to stiffen up the suspension subframes. And now the result is when you mash the throttle and you turn hard, the vehicle yaws around its center like only a rear-wheel drive vehicle does. And that battery slung low between the wheels means the center of gravity is super low, keeping the vehicle very, very flat in corners. And we put Brembo brakes on the car to make sure it's got the stopping power it needs. The result is that this vehicle feels like no other battery electric vehicle. It feels like a Mustang. So we wanted this vehicle to have emotion built into it. So we made 3 curated drive modes, but they're not just like drive modes in most cars. They're named Whisper, Engaged, and Unbridled. And when you switch those modes, it changes systems all across the vehicle, like the pedal map, the steering feel, ambient colors, the sound, the one pedal drive system, and lastly, screen animations. Now, these are unique graphics that move in concert with the vehicle based on the speed, the inertia, and even how well you're driving, and they're on the cluster and on the center console.
Now, for the first time ever, with the new addition to the stable of a Mustang, it is 4 doors and it has a cargo liftgate. So you're like, whoa, 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 we weren't expecting that. But by design, Ford intended to do that, because we've acknowledged over the years that sometimes that 2-door sports car, you just can't do everything you want with it. So miraculously, now you have a Mustang with the heart and soul, with the fun to drive, with the performance, great looking, and now you can bring the rest of the family with you. So it seats comfortably 5 with plenty of cargo space, including the front trunk. This all-electric Mustang can bring the family, the friends, and plenty of cargo gear too. Plus, you'll be struck by the amazingly simple and modern interior design. This vehicle takes you fast forward into the future where Mustang might be even going. Now, the panoramic fixed glass roof, which is across the top of the vehicle, is truly incredible. It's very open, gives you that airy cabin feel. You got a great 15.5-inch touchscreen, which is basically your command center. Inductive charging pads, so no more wires. In truth, all the passengers themselves are going to love being in this car, aside from you, which is going to have just a great time driving it.
So this vehicle is so technologically advanced. Your phone is the key, and as you arrive, your profile is loaded, personalizing everything in the car, from your seat position, driving style, temperature, the places you like to visit, your music, and even your favorite sports teams. And even as you approach, the electronic door system feeds the door to you, And then when you sit down, the fully connected 15.5-inch touchscreen, it runs all of your familiar apps, your things. This car adjusts to you, not you to this car. This car is going to get better every year that you own it. And we can add, and we are planning, new features, fixes and modifications the whole time.
Now, we know Mustang owners are rebels. They want to go wherever they want, when they want. So again, no compromise, intentional. This vehicle comes with 2 battery packs, the standard range and extended range. And the point is that we know that you can have an EPA targeted estimated range of upwards to 300 miles on the combination of the rear wheel drive and extended range battery. Now what we have in front of us is the premium edition that effectively gets 270 miles of range. There is no compromise. It's going to get you all over town and then some. But to recharge your Mustang Mach-E, just use the Ford mobile charger that comes standard with the vehicle. It's compatible with a 120 or 240 volt outlet, and it's easy to actually get one of those outlets installed in your homes. But even for faster charging, you can elect to get the Ford connected charge station that will come through your Ford dealer, which could give you a faster rate of charge at about 30 miles of range per hour. But if you really want to go on that longer journey, the one that's going to take you from here all the way across the country, we've also resolved that. All Mustang Mach-E owners get access to the Ford Pass charging network with more than 13,500 charging stations across the nation. And this includes DC fast charging, which is even faster. So with that, we think we've got the issue of I can't go anywhere with my electric battery solved. And then like I said, this is a head turner. You're going to want to drive this. So you're going to want to use it regularly. That this vehicle is eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So as a buyer of an all-electric vehicle from Ford Motor Company, that is one big carrot or bonus that you're going to want to consider as you take the opportunity to purchase this vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say if this, like I've never seen before, it's a product you've got to just try. So even if you're thinking, oh, I wonder why did they do a Mustang, how does it feel, so on, there'll be one at a dealer very soon. Go try it and let it speak for itself. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, when you first get this car, you're going to want to drive this car, okay? So you're going to be in that mode. But there are times when you would like the car to take some more of the burden for you. So on a Monday morning, driving to work, or when you're in traffic jams, or late at night when you're feeling a bit more tired. So this car comes ready for full hands-free driving. And the vehicle will take care of steering, braking, and driving for you while you're paying attention. And so we will monitor, there are 3 infrared cameras that monitor your eyes to make sure you're paying attention to the road. And that's all you need to do. You need to pay attention to the road, and then the vehicle will drive for you. The update for software for full hands-free will come over the air for customers just after launch, but the car's going to come ready, and most of the models have that on as standard.
Yeah, everybody wants to know more about the GT. So we did reveal, when we revealed the Mustang Mach-E, that not only do we have the premium models, the Select, California Route 1, etc., we also have a GT coming as well. So when we talk about performance, this is even more performance, more exhilaration, and the vehicle is just going to get beefed up that much more. So the GT is available for reservations today. We're going to start taking formal orders for that in the early spring. And we're going to give explicit specifications on the attributes of the vehicle, both horsepower, 0 to 60s, torque, the attributes like the brake size, the rims, etc. That's all coming in early December.